Yes.
I'll come back when you make your mind.
Cheney knows it says it's quiche.
Yeah. You sent that to me. I think you sent that to me. I get those the stuff I sent around to you guys. I get from a friend of mine. He was coaching the 11th or 11 All-Star.
Yeah.
And I think all jokes start with investment bankers.
Do they?
Yeah.
They create.
That's where the whole economy starts. So why not joke?
Well, I think they have to have a reason to talk to somebody. So they all historically they've had jokes. It's the reason to call somebody. So they'll listen to them. If you got a good joke, I'll listen to it.
Listen to you. And now we're gonna say.
Yeah.
I think we're going to take a look. Get out of here. That Southwest Bell
Watch out for that finger.
Yeah. See the pinch point over there. Good thing you're getting ready.
Don't pinch your finger, man.
Is that a booster seat on there you got?
There's got to be a box right here somewhere.
Well, I got a nice bottle of water here.
Got the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I want to get off the trail.
Fill that in the cooler.
I think Richard's
The trails are too
Is this somebody's
easy,
water?
man.
Not mine.
I'll drink it later. It's cold.
So look at that. That's a good look for you there.
Stretch your face, Doug. Do your stretching exercise.
I asked Charlie, I said, Charlie, when we were out fishing, I said, Charlie,
You look like a guppy.
Doug's presidential material.
Charlie just didn't say
Yeah,
that.
Doug said something.
Throw that in the cooler.
He was the best.
I said, he was sitting there going, I don't know what to say. I'm saying yes. He was going to say, goes, yes. Good kid. He didn't know what to say. So yes. So yes.
Yeah, you still don't know
right.
which way to run that rock. Where do you want to go to? You got to go out.
That away. You want to go to the bay?
It's too shallow.
Is the bay too shallow?
It was really shallow in these reeds.
Well, I mean, depending on where you go, there's a drop off over there.
Or we can go fish the reeds at the tunnel.
These reeds over here is where we went last time, didn't we?
Did you catch it?
We did catch a couple. Or we can go across
Spike
the
got a
way
nice
there.
little,
You put those reeds across the way where those bass are occasionally.
we were just there, right?
No, we were not quite. That's more towards the tunnel. We were on the ones that were a little further out. It's shallow. It's too shallow over there, but the tunnel was
You know, what are these little ducks right here? Uncle Bill, Scott.
I heard a loon last night.
That was it. It's a loon.
You heard the gal screaming on an egg.
I'm trying to remember where my friend Ray Banning, plays up. There's a place up here. I don't remember what lake that's on. It's like an
There's
hour
only
away.
10,000 of them.
It's beautiful. They have a house up there that's winterized. It's
In the
a
family.
very small lake. There's a Des Moines contingent up there. 4 or 5 folks from Roosevelt High School up there.
Really?
It's nice. But the lake's real small, very quiet. You don't see the jet skis out there. What's that?
More just a fishing lake.
It's been so long since I've been out there, I can't remember
Even with the bright moon, you'll see a few stars. That is officially full now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's full moon.
Now, wax and green. Well, on the right side. I did yesterday with the old big one. Now, I can see in the paper that must go on. It's on the right. I checked the part with all of them.
August 27th. And it's supposed to look as big as the moon.
Now,
What is?
That is an urban myth. Rich, do you care to tell us about that?
What is supposed to be close?
Mars.
Mars is on
It's
August
supposed to look as big as the
27th.
moon.
What's the
Supposed to
website?
No, Mars was the closest to us about 3 years
About
ago.
2003 was the first time that email went around.
Yeah, it was about that. And
And there's an email, and so this is like the third time
Yeah.
it's been around, about every 2 years.
it was I think it was
305,
2003 or so, and that
My dad
and it was
forwarded
closest there was in
everybody the
10,000
company.
years.
And I had to call Rich and say, what?
And it's true because I have video. I stayed up every night. It took me a full week of doing this all night time-lapse photography to do it, and every time it moves, every night but finally the last night I got a good all night of Mars coming across the sky. But it was a few years ago, Mike.
Yes, I just
It's the volume.
And if it's not, I'll find out and I'll call you and apologize and give you tell you what's going on. Yeah.
Now, Rich, what's the website? You going?
Clever Caboose.
No, the see if it's an urban myth. What is the?
There's urbanmyth.com.
Yeah, urban legends.
The Mars one was true, I think, in 03.
Is the woman who puts her cat in the microwave?
And the babysitter, the child.
Yeah.
Puts it in the oven.
I used to play this out over and over and over, freaking over again.
Good old Emmylou. I think I have everything Emmylou has ever recorded or video, you name it. I've got
Really?
everything.
That's great.
So, Hamer, did you do a little bass fishing with Spike?
We did. I lost one of his bobbers in the weeds. I was casting for my son. I threw two of them in the weeds. Got one back.
Good, good.
That's our little buzz bait.
I was
supposed to be
using
good.
a little
Spinner.
Cut that one double. One you caught.
Bring him in. You catch a couple bass? No bobber?
Bobber, water, sinker, and
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Sun's down. No more. Dinner's over. What we're gonna come out and catch fish for? We're gonna bullhead.
Fish, baby.
This
Okay.
is an ugly bullhead.
Let me get my.
Where's the?
You get
Where's
in the
the?
light.
Let's give him the light here. Let's
Right.
move Doug out of the light.
And these things, you could like leave it in the boat for a night and it'll be alive in the morning.
really.
You can't kill them.
Move out of the way for a sec.
Oh.
Here, I'll do this. You got another spot?
Yeah, that's,
When you're in there, Scott, will you see if there's
spikes. Don't.
Can I
There's Rich's light.
Is that another one?
Here's the deal. I'm at the speed where
Can I talk
I have to hold still for a long time before I can fit this. Okay, let me get the exposure change for a second.
They are ugly
Okay.
little suckers, man. Oh, look, there's my hook.
Gotcha.
Hey, hook's there.
Excellent.
Yeah, baby.
It'd be good to have a separate. Big old worm, boys.
Can I have that, please?
That's a live well, isn't it?
Thank you. Please.
Thank you. Come on.
Bit me though. Look at that. I mean, that's his mouth.
That wasn't the hook.
No, that wasn't a hook. That's just his mouth. Little he's got sharp teeth and strong
Want
jaws.
to get that one off the stringer? Put him in the road.
Put him on that.
No, the logical conclusion is that, okay, the slower he walks, the drier he'll be. Because you
Right.
said running versus walking, walking is better. So,
So if he stood there,
so walk slower is better still.
if he stood there,
So
he wouldn't
walk
get wet
so
at all.
slowly you take forever to get there is the best of all, because, no, wait a second, then I get infinitely wet.
Yes, exactly. So if he stood there, he wouldn't get wet at all.
You'd get more drops per second on your head because you wouldn't.
Why
be
do
moving
people,
through 'em
listen
as
guys, why do people run out of a rain shower rather than crawl or walk?
Because they don't get as wet.
Because they don't get as wet, right?
So some dumbass is gonna sit there.
So, now you guys can spend all the time you want on this mathematical equation. At the end of the day, all of us will still be running.
It starts to rain, we're running.
Yes.
Look at that moon. Oh my gosh.
But we know edge conditions. We know that if we take forever to get there, it'll be very bad. So that point is very high. Now, if we go at the speed of light, the fastest we can go, then you could just pretty much take the edge of your body and draw a tunnel, and you know exactly how much that is. Your outline in a straight tunnel. That's the amount on the infinite speed. And so does the curve go straight increase, or does it get better for a while and then get worse? That we have to think more about. We don't know yet.
To me, but it's an add and subtraction. You're going to add the amount of velocity, the increase in the amount of velocity that the person that would be getting from 0 to 100 yards would do. So therefore, because they have greater velocity going through the rain, they would get more wet for less period of time.
Oh, wait a minute.
More wet for less period of time.
No, because of the
because of the velocity, the speed, and the area.
Too.
Right.
Because you're going this way.
You're going to go one way and get there as fast as you can. Now, the next person will not have the velocity, but they'll have a much longer period of time in the rain.
Yeah. And they don't like to get wet.
And they're divorced. They brought a punch.
So I say that
They're made of Teflon.
I think it's wrong.
6 foot. Okay, let's do 6 foot sponge and a 6 foot thing of Teflon.
6 foot sponge.
If Superman, if Superman and Atomic War were going on,
Got together.
and you had two people, and you had like Superman out there, and you both had nuclear war, what would you do, David?
Would you think Superman would win, or if you had a nuclear grenade, would you throw it at him?
Superman's pretty much.
Oh, no, I know what it was. No, if two armies, if one like had these incredible cannons and everything, another one had nuclear, who would win? This is when like Austin was like, I don't know, 6 to 8 years old.
Cannons and nuclear weapons.
And he's asking Jeff, Kathy's fiance at the time, out on our deck, about who he thought would win in this war. And Jeff politely says, well, you know, I would go out and try to stop the two and get them to talk and reason with them and try and talk them into not fighting.
There's no way that Austin was going to take that.
Austin looks at him and goes, you'd be dead, dude. And Jeff's face was just like crushed.
Hush up.
post dock, will you?
You rackety old loons.
Little rock bass
You can't come out here and tell the loons to shut up.
You rackety old
Okay,
birds.
I'm done, boys. But that doesn't mean we can't stay out here for another 3 hours. I'm just,
We have
I've
all
taken my
struck.
worm out of the water.
Couldn't you be
Even Lynn
done
caught a-
with your worm in the water too?
Rock bass, didn't you?
I caught like 4 of them.
4 rock bass.
4 or, I don't know, 4 or 5. We kept one of them. It's pretty good
You've
size.
got 2 Rockies and your bullhead. And then I got a bass back there, so we'll go turn it on.
Oh yeah, baby.